Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about zodiac or astrological sign compatibility between Scorpio and Capricorn. And yes, it does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant for both people. The thing is, they are two signs apart. They are sextile by sign. They are compatible. They're both feminine signs. Scorpio, feminine signs, that suggests introversion. Scorpio could be very introverted and secretive and very private, even very mysterious. Capricorn could be introverted and introspective, and they prefer often privacy to public, as far as, or in really introversion over extroversion generally. So this really can be a very good combination. Scorpio is the type that doesn't take anything lightly. Capricorn can be exceptionally serious regarding things. Scorpio, though, if this is especially if this is like a significant other relationship, or these people are trying to escalate, say, to a stronger relationship, going from, say, a platonic friendship to a sexual, romantic, significant other situation. The thing is, the trust factor has to be established, because Scorpios are known for being very skeptical and very suspicious. Capricorn has a hard time trusting people initially in many instances, and it takes them a while to develop trust. But once these people do, you could really have a very good compatible relationship and situation, because these people can show unbridled loyalty through times, through trials and tribulations, through adversity. Capricorn can often be that person that remembers you when many other people will forget. Scorpio is not the type to forget many things, and whether it's a positive thing or an injustice, Scorpio will retain these things, and they will honor Capricorn for being loyal and steadfast. And the main difference I see with these people is that Scorpio is more strongly connected with emotions. Scorpio can be intensely emotional, and even though they don't show it on the surface, they can control their emotions more, say, than Cancer or Pisces, but they are still strongly emotional and sensitive. Capricorn can come across as more undemonstrative and not as emotional. Capricorn may even be seen as callous to Scorpio in some instances, because Scorpio just has such a very strong sensitivity and emotion. But that's really something I think that could be worked out in most relationships. So another thing is that they both Scorpio could be very willful and very strong-willed, and Capricorn can really have a very strong strength of character, and you could have a mutual admiration society as far as this goes, because Scorpio has that indomitable spirit, and Capricorn can have strong strength of character and strength of will. Capricorn can admire strength in others, and Scorpio, I believe, can do the same thing. And really, the thing is, if this is a significant other situation, these people, say, are married, and they're trying to, as far as the resources go, well, Scorpio, it could be very adept at shared and others' resources, as many of you may know, because Scorpio corresponds with the 8th house in astrology, which is connected with shared and others' resources. Capricorn can do well at this at the same token, because Capricorn is a sign that's very economical, and they know how to manage things and resources, things that have things of monetary value. So really, this could be a very good combination as far as that goes. Capricorn could be very good with things as far as anything economical. And Capricorn, another thing though too is that even in the best combinations for synastry and compatibility in astrology, is that you could have some disparities even in those good combinations. Like, say, Another thing where I see where there's a difference with Scorpio and Capricorn is that Capricorn can often be dominated by business and career related matters, and Scorpio sometimes can be a little bit possessive, and Scorpio can also be domineering. And Scorpio may want Capricorn around a little bit more in many instances. And Capricorn, because they are very strongly connected with their ambitions and their careers, this does not always play out that way. Uh, as far as in the bedroom goes, so to speak, this could be a good combination as well. Scorpio does not take anything lightly, and this could apply in the bedroom as well. Capricorn takes just virtually everything seriously and is responsible with it. So Scorpio will have a consistent partner with Capricorn, and Capricorn can be more demonstrative and sensual like the other two earth signs in what they show superficially, or what I should say, what they show outside of their home. So they're really, so as far as this goes, this could be a good combination. The only thing is Scorpio may be looking for someone with a little bit more of an emotional depth, but I think that's something that can be worked out. And the thing too is, I thought it'd be interesting if these two were like in business together. I think it wouldn't surprise me in some instances where you could have something like an astrology type business, or because Capricorn is business savvy often, and Scorpio can be very interested in astrology. I say it's the most occult of all 12 zodiac signs, or maybe even something connected where they can collaborate on some kind of private eye thing together, detective work, because Capricorn could be adept at problem solving, and Scorpio can be infatuated with solving mysteries. Well, anyway, it's also important to look at the aspect, if any, that is made between the energies of these people, as this could indicate perhaps greater compatibility than otherwise indicated, or maybe not as much. Well, anyway, in many instances, you'll have a sextile aspect take place between the energies of these people. Let's say, for example, one person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Scorpio at 11 degrees, and the other person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn at 13 degrees. Well, that would form a sextile aspect, which could be positive and auspicious. Though already two signs apart, they're sextile by sign, and they are compatible by sign. But if you have the sextile aspect in addition to it, you might even have even more harmony than otherwise indicated, as it is a flowing aspect. Now, however, you can have an out of sign square aspect take place between the energies of these people. Let's say, for example, it would be an out of sign square aspect. Let's say, for example, one person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Scorpio at 1 degree, and the other person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn at 29 degrees. Well, that could be adverse or adversarial. That is a square aspect, and it could indicate there might be a little bit more challenges, a little bit more conflict, and a little bit more difficulty in the relationship than otherwise indicated. Keep in mind, however, they are still compatible by sign, so you've got to factor that into the equation as well. You could also have a semi-sextile aspect take place between the energies of these people. Let's say, for example, one person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Scorpio at 29 degrees, and the other person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn at 0 degrees. Well, that would form a semi-sextile aspect, which I consider good but not great. It's like the sextile, but it's not as strong because it is a minor aspect. So you might have a little more flowing energy in this particular relationship, and they are still sextile by sign. So they are still positive. This is very positive overall. So anyway, you could also have a semi-square aspect take place between the energies of these people. Let's say, for example, one person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Scorpio at 18 degrees, and the other person has the sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn at 3 degrees. That would form a semi-square aspect, which could be, I call that slightly adverse or adversarial. It's not positive, but it's not as bad, it's not as negative as that square, because this is a minor aspect. And keep in mind, however, that they are still compatible by sign, and you have to factor that in as well. So I call that slightly adverse or adversarial, you can say, as far as that aspect goes, the semi-square. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for zodiac sign compatibility between Scorpio and Capricorn. And stay tuned next time where I'll be talking about zodiac sign compatibility between Scorpio and Aquarius. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.